How cute. Hi everyone, my name is Susie. This is my husband Will and my cute little girl, 2-year-old Julie.
Hi.
Say hi. How cute. Okay guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about our move from San Diego, California to Birmingham, Alabama, and just what it's been like for us coming over here and just our experience about our move and how it's been over here. So I'll start off with me. I was born and raised in San Diego, California. I am 24 years old. And you want to introduce yourself?
Will, turned 27 in, 2 weeks? No, next Saturday is my birthday, actually. Turned 27 already. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Born
right.
and raised in Oceanside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have been married for 3 years now. And so we moved over here to Birmingham, Alabama because my husband got a job offer. If you guys were wondering why, I know, a huge change. And so anyways, it was a good job offer. So we're like, okay, let's go ahead, make the move over here. So we did. And coming over here, the first thing that we noticed that was so different, well, I think from a lot of things, but this was the weather. I mean, the weather is totally different from San Diego, California. I mean, we're used to the sunny days, just nice, neutral weather. And over here, it's the total opposite. I mean, when it's summer, it's super summerish. The heat is really brutal here. And it's very, very humid over here, something that we're not used to, super humid over here in the south. And it rains a lot. When we came over here, there was a huge hurricane, right? There was a hurricane going on.
No,
a thunderstorm.
There was a thunderstorm the very next day because we got here on May 19. And the 20th, it started pouring crazy. So the first 2 months, it was nonstop rain.
Yeah.
From my understanding, there was a drought maybe a year or 2 years ago here in Alabama or in Birmingham area.
Really?
From what from what people told me, but yeah, there was a lot of rain. We had 3 hurricanes pass by here. Irma, the most recent one, and it was
no, the most
Harvey.
recent was Nate.
Okay, Nate, and then before that was Irma, then before that it was Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey did cause a tornado, I believe, and a tornado watch around our neighborhood.
There was 2 tornado touchdowns in Alabama because of Hurricane Harvey. So I think it was an hour, right? An hour and a half away from us?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that was pretty scary, guys. Tornadoes, tornadoes do not hit California, so that was pretty crazy. Just what we have been experiencing so far. And so on the first hurricane, right, Hurricane Harvey, when that hit and when the storm actually passed right above us, it was pretty crazy. We were in our basement. We were told that, find a safe place. We were hearing in the radio, there could be possible tornado touchdowns in our area. And so we had a tornado warning going on for a few hours. And so we were staying in the basement. And right when the, thunderstorm? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right when the thunderstorm passed us, it got crazy. You could hear the wind howling super, super loud, very, very strong. I could hear, we were downstairs, so I could hear, we left our windows open. I could hear just the blinds, it was crazy. Yeah. It was super crazy. It was just loud.
And I even came, we were in our, it's not a basement, it's more because we rent a 3-story townhome. So upstairs, the rooms here in this section is the main level, living room and kitchen. And if you go down, it's the garage, and we have a bonus room that we never use, nothing with it. But we were in the bonus room there, just praying that the tornado wouldn't hit us. Yeah. It's crazy how I actually came upstairs, just maybe take a picture or whatever. But we came outside here. And then I looked outside, and the clouds were just going super fast. I thought there was actually a tornado forming on top of our townhome. So I just shut the door. I went downstairs running, and I was like, Lord, not today. So it's been interesting, Lord. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, so the weather is totally different from where we're from. I think that's pretty much all we can talk about the weather. Right?
Yeah, the weather just, from my understanding, starting May, and then ending in October, it's like humidity. It's humidity like, I don't know if you guys ever been to part of Mexico down in the south, but it gets really humid over there to the point that you're only wearing shorts and tank tops all day long, and that's kind of how it feels over here. If you don't have AC, then good luck to you. You better go to a neighbor's house or get a generator or fix your AC ASAP because you cannot survive.
People rely like hugely on their AC.
Oh yeah,
it gets hot,
us too.
So it can get to the high like 90s. It can even go over 100.
I'll be able to.
And on top of that, humidity. So just both of those combined, like you do not want to be outside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do not want to be out here. So we're usually stuck in the house. Like during those days where it was super super hot, I would not even want to go outside. So we stayed inside, and yeah. It's been so much rain that we bought an umbrella. We never owned an umbrella before. It's the first time actually owning an umbrella. Mm-hmm. So we do use it. We, I think the first 2-3 months, it was a lot of rain and unusual rain. And obviously because of the hurricanes and everything, there's more rain happening. And from what my wife read, and from our research that we've done, El Nino or La Nina is hitting down south. La Nina.
Is hitting down south, which affects our weather. And from what we know, if the Nina hits down south, then it spins more tornadoes around May and July when tornadoes hit over here. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we may be seeing tornadoes in the winter, so that's usually unusual because tornadoes here happen mostly around the summertime. I think it's early spring, right? And then into the summer. But yeah, May is one of the most busiest months for tornadoes. I mean, that's tornado season, during the month of May. I think last year, right, there was like an estimated of like a little over 200 tornadoes that touched down.
That many?
Alabama. Yeah. So that's a lot, guys.
They never touched down, from my understanding, from what people say. It has never touched down around our area, which is, what is it? That's not Hoover.
We're in Birmingham.
No, Meadowbrook area, or Inverness or Greystone area. So it never hits around here mostly. From what we know, it hits more north, more south, east, or west.
Usually in the outskirts.
But again, with the tornadoes, you never know. Tuscaloosa was one of the worst tornadoes we had because we're residents now here. And it was devastating. I think it was an F4 or an F5.
It was an F4. So F4, guys, was a pretty, it's a really, it's going to create some really bad damage. So it's an F1, F2, F3, F4, all the way to F5. So F5 being the most destructive. I mean, there's literally nothing left. After an F5 hits a home, there's literally just rubbles. There's just no structure that's left standing. So the one that hit in Tuscaloosa was an F4. And so that one did a lot of damage. There was a lot of deaths that happened, a lot of fatalities. So that was pretty sad to hear about. So that happened in 2011.
And they worry about, the people here worry about the wildfires over there. Yeah. But we're from San Diego, so we see them, we hear about them, probably smell a little bit of the burnt, smoke, whatever. But we never really been in any natural disasters. The worst thing we had was a 4-point something earthquake that woke a lot of people up, and that's about it. I think in Easter we had another one that was just super small. Mm-hmm. But coming over here, it gets wild, tornadoes, rain. Tropical storms are crazy. It's just okay, we're having a tropical storm. We hear about that all the time, but over here, tropical storms convert into tornadoes and to just power outages. I mean, it just gets wild here. So anyways, we're here for a very good reason. I got a job. Obviously, San Diego, Southern California, to get jobs is very hard. Even if you do find a job, to get what you're worth is very hard. So a lot of people are moving away from California to other states. I know Carlos, our friend, just moved to Idaho. So we've seen even our friends, our circle, moving outside of California just because jobs over there, they're very limited. And if you do have a good job, hopefully you stay there and become successful.
I don't think that they're limited. They just don't pay well.
well, they do pay well, but it's just a lot of people fight for certain positions that it's kind of easy for people to get let go if you don't meet quotas, people don't like you, or if some people are sided with the managers, it could easily fire someone. So, anyways, long story short, we're here in Alabama. Weather's crazy. The weather sucks, but we like the fact that you have gas prices $2.25. Property here, I mean, it's amazing. You're getting triple of what you get there in California, especially in Southern California. So we're definitely gonna be here for a while, and if ever the opportunity presents itself, we may consider going back. But the gun laws do suck. So I mean,
I want to move back to California.
Anyways, on our next video, we're gonna talk about what we experienced as far as in culture shock, and a little bit of more insight on what it's been like being Mexicans. Mexican Americans. Okay, cool. So we're gonna talk about that in our next video. Our next video.
Yes.
Dale.
Bye.